Good. You good? Well, welcome everybody to the December 13th call meeting. Official time 6 o'clock. At this time, I'd like to call this meeting to order. I need approval of the agenda.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
We have approval. We have second.
Second.
Second. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Commissioner Pitts, would you do us the honors tonight and start with the invocation of the pledge?
Yes, please. May I start to please stand? Let me please bow your heads. So, Father God, we come this evening, Lord, just giving you thanks. Thank you, God, for putting this board together, Lord God, and thank you, God, for giving us an opportunity to live in this great community, Lord. I believe everybody on this board and in this community wants to do what's in the best interest of our community, want to do what's right. Father, we ask you to give us the wisdom, knowledge, and the insight to make those decisions, Lord God. And for those that don't understand, Lord, give them the understanding to realize we're doing what we feel like is best. Father God, we just ask that you continue to bless, keep us close as we enjoy this holiday season. And all these things we ask you to do in your Son, Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much.
Friday.
Friday, 13th. Oh, we don't even need to go there. New business. 2021-2027 SPLOST intergovernmental agreement with the city of Gray. Mr. Risner's got your name on, I think, every one of them, and I think the sheriff has put you on a couple of extra ones.
So the first two things I have here, I'll sort of talk about together if that's okay. And the first is the intergovernmental agreement between the county and the city, and it starts there on page 2. And so this outlines how much the total estimated collection amount. And I think I emailed all of you about going with an even number there as opposed to the 13,875, whatever it was. So the total amount there is $14 million, and then it has information about the distribution: 82% to the county, 18% to the city. It does have the authorization for the county to issue $6 million worth of bonds to help fund those projects. Then over on page 4 of your packet, or page 3 of that agreement, you see the city's list of projects and the amounts that they approved at the meeting yesterday. And then over on the next page, you see our list of projects there. Just trying to think if there was anything else noteworthy here that I wanted to point out, but I think that's about it. The city approved the agreement yesterday. So we have this for you for consideration tonight. The next thing you have there is the resolution to authorize the election, or the resolution to call for the election, and a lot of the same information is repeated there. I can go through it in great detail if y'all would like me to. Attached to that is on page 14 of your packet, is the actual ballot language that'll appear on the ballot, and it has the total amount. It has the description of the projects there for both the county and the city, and then there's a second part that asks for approval to issue the $6 million in bonds. And it's got the projects laid out again. Any questions about all of that?
No question? You're doing good tonight.
Thank you. And if y'all could have, one motion to approve the intergovernmental agreement and then another to approve the SPLOST resolution.
Who would like to make that?
Make a motion, Chairman, we approve the SPLOST 2021-2027 SPLOST intergovernmental agreement with the city of Gray.
We have a motion. We have a second.
Second.
Second. Any more discussion? If none, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you. All right.
Also make a motion, Chairman, to approve the 2021-2027 SPLOST resolution.
We have a motion. We have a second.
A second.
Any discussion? None. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you. Wow, so far so good. LMEG road selections.
Yes, sir, Mr.
FY 20.
We've got John here to answer all the hard questions on this one, but you'll recall that we talked about this a couple weeks ago, and the board had asked us to go back and reprioritize the list based on the PACER ratings that were given to those roads. And so what I did is just took what I think we talked about in that meeting, what I did here was just took the PACER rating numbers there, and I averaged the two numbers or three numbers or whatever were there, and then ranked them according to the average rating, and then rearranged the list based on those numbers. So what you'll see there is the top road came out to be Otis Redding Road, second was Crestwood Drive, third was Grizzleville Road, fourth was Fortville Road, and fifth was Overland Way. Mr. Wendell with Public Works went back through and updated our cost estimates on those. And so the numbers you have for those 5 roads are updated cost estimates. And I think we figured $92 a ton for asphalt. Hopefully it'll be less than that. But in terms of available funding, we have $912,000 total available, including our matching portion. And so Overland Way would probably be listed on the bid document as an add alternate. We also have striping that's not factored into those numbers. And you've got detailed information about those cost estimates on the following couple of pages there. But at this point, I think I would ask for the board to approve roads 1 through 5 to be submitted to GDOT for our FY20 LMIG project.
Any questions, Mr. Resner?
Where does our paving road list stand on this? I know I guess two-part question. If we're going to use all the money on LMIG for this, is that typical of what we've been doing until we get one close with signatures, acquisition, and the petitions?
That's right, yeah. And I think, at least during my time here, the only time we've used LMIG on one of those is if we had all the right-of-way acquisition complete and we're ready to do the paving there.
And just making sure we'll post all this on our website so people know the exact roads, the exact list, and also where are we on getting the how-to on the website? People are always asking, well, I want my road to be looked at, or I want this to be done. So
let me check and see what we have on that, and if we need to tweak it, we may have. I think we've got a document maybe that's been used in years past that pretty well lays it out. But let me check on that, and we'll get that put on there. We are working on a completely new county website. The Regional Commission is working on a redo of our website. It won't, it's not going to look drastically different from what it does now. But anyway, it's a good time to anything like that y'all can think of that you'd like to see on there. Just let me or Will know, and it's a good time to incorporate those things.
Any more questions or comments? None, I entertain a motion.
Chair, I made the motion. We accept the 5 roads as presented by Jason.
We have a motion, we have a second. Second. No more discussion, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you. All right, number 4, approve People for Bites grant application. It's Highway 49 Trail. Mr. Resnick?
Back during our discussions about the recreational trails grant, we learned through that we could only apply for one. There had been some talk about doing a trail down at Highway 49 on the 29-acre tract that we own there. And so the Regional Commission sent something out a couple weeks ago about funding opportunities, and one of the things listed there was a program called People for Bikes. And they have a grant that's up to $10,000. It can account for more than 50% of the project budget. So our total project budget would have to be $20,000 or more if we want to apply for the full $10,000. In talking with Matt, we don't know that we're going to have a whole lot in the way of costs there, just because of what we can do in-house and the condition of the land currently. We don't have to acquire any property with this one, but I wanted to present it to you and see if this was something you were interested in. If y'all are interested in that project, if nothing else, it would provide us an opportunity to kind of develop the project, come up with the, what exactly the scope would be and how much it might cost, developing a budget for it, and so that we'll have all that information, whether it be for this funding opportunity or others. So I just wanted to present that to you. The deadline is January 17th to submit a letter of interest, which I've put in the packet there, and they do need, a project budget and a scope, even for that quote-unquote letter of interest. So just wanted to see if y'all wanted to pursue that, or what your thoughts on that might be.
I think the bike trail idea is great. I mean, we need to, if you go up to Augusta, they got a place called FATS is actually just miles and miles of bike trail, but it's a combination of trails and walking facility that, for people hiking and whatever. Something the county don't have, and I think it'd be kind of a nature track trail idea where we can combine the two with bikes and walking.
So, Mr. Chair, I make the motion, we apply for the People for Bikes grant.
We have a motion, we have a second?
Second.
Second. Any more discussion? None, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? We have 3-1.
Mr. Chairman, I do ask that we'll add community development block grant on the next agenda, so we can reach out to the regional commission to determine are there some opportunities for the community development block grant in Jones County. They just identify the areas, and then we'll find a project we could try to apply for.
Right, we'll do that first of the year if y'all so choose. That's number 5 on the
You
6th.
better believe it.
We have a meeting next Tuesday, right?
We're gonna address that number
Yeah,
6.
Santa Claus is coming.
That's what I say.
Number 5, jail expansion, guaranteed maximum price agreement. I got Mr. Risner saying calling on the sheriff calling on Mr. Risner, so we'll get all three involved.
I don't see who wins this one.
That way we got everything we need.
So, Mr. Chairman, we have been working with Warren Associates and the architect on the jail expansion project, and going through and revising the drawings and that type of thing, and just wanted to come to you at this point. We've pretty well reached the end of the design process. The state fire marshal signed off on the plans just in the last day or so, and without requiring any sort of changes, and so that was an exciting development for us. And so in looking at the project budget and in looking at the amount that we have available, the loan proceeds, it looks to me like we may be about $275,000 short, but that includes a $200,000 contingency that's factored in there, and we continue to earn interest on the loan proceeds were invested in Georgia Fund 1. We're getting about $4,000 or $4,400 a month in interest that we're earning there, so that certainly helps out. But I wanted to come to you and one, let you know kind of where we stand. If we end up needing additional money, it wouldn't be in the current fiscal year. We've got plenty to get us through to the end of the current fiscal year. So, and then to the other thing, I was ask you to approve the guaranteed maximum price, and that would be change ordered into the existing contract that we have with Warren Associates.
Any questions for Mr. Risner?
What was our original, 2.7, something like that? Was it?
Yeah, well, so we borrowed 2.6, and then we had about 100 and some odd thousand in impact fee money. So we had about 2.7 total available,
Right.
And it looks like the total will be about 2.947.
That's
So-
what, less than 10%. And I'm just going because I know that projects I've been on, last 3 projects that I'm on now, all of them are between 10 and 15% over what we budgeted 2 or 3 years ago, just based on, the cost of doing business right now. I mean, prices are up because, unemployment's down. People are not as hungry as they normally are. Everybody's got jobs, and so they're not. They want to pick and choose what they want to do. So your competition is a little lower on the pool, but that's not out of range. I wouldn't think for a project that size at all.
Any other questions or comments?
Motion to approve, Chairman.
We have a motion to approve. We have a second?
Second.
2 seconds.
There you go, 2 seconds.
It's gonna be easy. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you. Third Tuesday business meeting. You want me to make a motion not to have it?
That's got your name all over it.
You
You're the
want me to make a
chairman.
motion not to have the third Tuesday business meeting? We hadn't had one the last 2 years.
I don't think we need one now, Mr.
I don't
Chairman.
think we've, through the call meetings, any
Mr.
objection?
County Attorney, can I object?
Yes, you can.
Because I was expecting for a full year on that meeting to get whatever that good thing is. Sam's wife makes the most delicious thing.
And I was
I've
planning
had.
on bringing plenty of
And
it for
I
you
thought
too.
that meeting, maybe we'll get some of Sam's wife's dessert.
Had he
all
been
year
prepared,
I've
I
been
would have
thinking
had it
about
tonight. But
So you wanna
Y'all are
object to this?
denying me
Well, I tell you what, I think Sam will
this
probably,
delicious treat.
Sam may host a Christmas party, and he may just invite us over to get some, right?
That's news to him. I'll suffer through it. I've waited a whole year,
Whole year for the
a
sweet.
whole year for it. Yeah, denied.
tonight.
I guess that's
Aren't
my
y'all
way
glad
of
she don't
losing
have a
weight.
vote?
I'm thinking about giving her my vote.
You feeling sorry for her?
That's right.
I think we've had a good year. I think
great year.
these call meetings, like I said, it's been a busy couple of weeks for sure. And Ms. Shannon said we have nothing pushing for the rest of the year. We could put on the first. So if it's okay with the board, well, I know it's okay. Mr. Thomas, he'll make the motion for it.
Go for it, Mr. Robinson.
Motion to not have the third Tuesday business meeting.
A second.
Second. All in favor, aye?
He's holding out. Holding out.
That was unanimous. I might need some help from the board. I have to go have breakfast with Santa in the morning.
How about that?
And if you get a fat guy in a red suit with a beard call you up on a background check or good word from me, I'm gonna need the help. I hope he don't call the sheriff, because my grandson's already told me that he's gonna go tell Santa Claus, Grandbubba has been bad.
Ooh.
You said no about something, didn't you?
I said no about something, and I've been bad. So
Bad.
Something you said
first
no
trip
about.
in the morning, he says, I'm gonna tell Santa,
Santa on
that
you.
you've been bad. So
Oh, boy.
Well, he don't know.
I said no. John, department head?
I have one thing.
Uh-oh. You spending more money.
It's about the, tractor for the water department, the Mini X. I got 3 prices. Tractor equipment, they went through Sourcewell because they don't have a state contract. That price was $71,873.22. It's a 38 horsepower. John Deere, their price was $57,227.73, but their tractor is a 35 horse. It don't weigh quite as much, and it don't have the reach that the other tractor. And Cat, the price I got from them on a 305, it was, I got 2 from them, but I told them I like this one better. It's 64,986. It's a 40 horse tractor. Got a little more reach. more weight. And I talked to Jeffrey about it, and that's what they would like, is that one.
How much more reach has it got than the,
It's maybe a foot or foot and a half, it ain't a whole lot.
But it's cheaper than that first one that you proposed, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because the first was like 71.
Yeah, it's like, maybe $6,000 cheaper.
It has more horsepower too, so.
Right.
We don't have to have it for the first of the year, do we? So we'll put it on the next meeting. All right, if you'll present it to us in the next meeting, that's all I like. See that new Caterpillar hat, I think it. They're gonna go in and let you demo it for a couple of weeks. I'm just messing
We
with you.
demoed one right up here.
Uh-huh. I saw it, looked good.
We demoed a John Deere. We was back there behind the courthouse, put that pipe in last week, or last week.
when you put them out, John, did you put a minimum horsepower on it or just what they offered?
Well, I told the guy at John Deere that, you know, it was the one in the middle size. Well, Cat's got so many, and the one that Tractor Equipment, I told that guy he was a little bit too high. Because I figured it would have been in the 60s, you know, maybe 66, somewhere along in there.
And all three of these are under state contract?
That's what, two of them. The first one I told you about, Komatsu, it was Sourcewell.
Well, it's a national contract.
Right,
so-
right.
Yeah, I just wanna make sure we're not preempting anybody from a fair deal, not, you know, not specifying what we're looking for. 'Cause if we just ask them, you know, what have you got middle of the road?
Well, see, I had a price on a 305.5. It's like a 44 horse, and it weighs a little bit more. And it was like 72. It was just a little bit more than the Komatsu.
Right.
But it was about 6 more horsepower than it, which the 305 is a little bit more horsepower.
Yeah. And 305 is a good piece of equipment. We got a couple of them.
Right.
Thank you,
Thank
John.
you.
We got a sheriff's report tonight. Travis Douglas sitting here to do our sheriff's report, so since you're in.
About an hour and 35 minutes at that.
Okay, go ahead.
5 minutes short version.
I asked him if he looked spiffy if he had a hot date tonight.
So I'll get ready for the goat sale tomorrow night.
Goat sale.
Mr. Risner?
I don't have anything else.
Mayor Pro Tem, we welcome you.
Appreciate it.
Any comments? Or?
Just appreciate everything tonight. Just thought I'd come on and have city council just make sure y'all wouldn't have any questions.
Yep, well, we appreciate you. Like I said, very fine job the other night.
I appreciate it.
Citizen comments, anybody like to come forward tonight?
I have a question.
Sure.
If you can answer it quickly, if not, what is a PACER rating?
So, PACER, I can't tell you what that stands for, but the, it's PASER. And I can't remember what it stands for, but different departments of transportation have different PACER rating systems. And so, and I can print you out the different, it's a 1 through 10 rating that judges the condition of the road. And 10 is like brand new asphalt.
So is it saying which one needs the worst?
Yes.
Okay,
It's a pavement surface evaluation and rating system.
okay. So it's just saying which ones are worse shape.
Yeah, it's for rating the surface condition of a pavement from a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being failed condition, 10 being excellent condition.
James already pulled it
Did he?
If you'll, if
You already-
you'll note specifically in the paper that I'd be.
out. Thank you. I
You're
just wasn't familiar with it.
I like to notice that I'm double duty and I'm, trying to, work and, get information. All he's got to do is get information.
Mr. Tyson Brody? How'd you like that?
I like it.
You gonna put in your order for sweets while in your,
I think it should be required.
Been quite
Because
sweet.
I have thought about that all, for an entire year. And I'm
I
so
wish you
close
were.
to be denied. I need to lose weight, but not that way.
It's after the first of the year. You can lose after the first of the
Yeah.
year.
January 1.
Wait till
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna check with Bo, and if you've been, you know.
No, if you've been good.
If
you've been good.
You might get some.
Mr. Tommy, you wanna start off tonight?
Merry Christmas to everyone, and thanks to all the employees that make this great county work.
Same here. Merry Christmas and proud of each and every one of you. Commissioner Pitt?
Pretty much ditto. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and the board, and Ashley, Jason, and staff, community. Thank you for your support. Thank you for coming out, continue to hold us accountable, and just look forward to another great year in 2020. So thank you.
Amen, amen. Same thing, Merry Christmas to everybody, and just remember the season, remember why, and just, you know, if it lays on your heart, for there's so many of them that are in need, whether it's financially, whether it's just gifts, or whether it's just needing some love. Just think about them. There's a lot of them out there. So, but Merry Christmas to everybody.
Shannon,
Need your help?
Shannon, you got any comments? You went right there, everybody?
Don't forget about the Christmas dinner.
Uh-oh.
We
When?
forgot.
Yeah,
24th.
24.
That's right. I think I got it.
Christmas
already.
Eve? Here?
In the gym.
County Christmas.
You know,
Over there, playing, they'll start bingo at 10:30.
oh, that's be fun.
You ready? Mr. Pitt?
Oh, yeah. So, Mr. Chairman, make the most that we adjourn for the year.
Second. Gotta get a third and fourth.
Third and fourth.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you. Thank everybody for coming.
Y'all survived.